Hi and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Vince. Thanks for stopping by, you're very welcome. So it's time again for another NMN Suppliers website review. Without further ado, let's jump into the computer and see what this NMN supplier has got to offer. So this is the company. It's Toniiq.com or Toniiq.com, and as far as I can tell, it's a company with no physical address, but we'll try to find out where they are in the world as we go through the review. I chose this site because of these two comments. The first from Chan Wantage, who sent me an email, and the second from Leslie Lawrence. If anyone else has any information about Toniiq, then please leave them in the comments below. A shout out to Leslie. She's actually been a contributor and a follower of the channel since the first day on my 55th birthday. So hello to you, Leslie. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the review of Toniiq.com. So this is their homepage. I've checked the whole website and I can't find a physical address or contact number. When we go through this review and I'm recording it, maybe I'll find one I didn't see before. So how long have Toniiq been trading? Well, according to name.com, this site's been up since July 2013, so around 7 years, which is a decent amount of time. So I do like the monochrome design. I do like the black packaging. Let's have a look at the homepage. So these three pictures are links to their product bundles. The first takes you to energy, the second takes you to their sleep supplements, and the third to the supplements that are going to make you beautiful. Scrolling down a bit further, we've now got an explanation of where the name Toniiq comes from. Interesting story, which is all it is really. It's just a story. It's irrelevant to me. I want to know, is your product pure? Do you supply certificates of assay? And how expensive or cheap is your product? That's all I'm worried about. Three more pictures that take you to these product bundles, if you like, or the product pages. We've got a bit of social proof as seen in the Thrillist, Vogue, Men's Journal and Barbend. I think Thrillist and Men's Journal review their hangover cure. Not sure how much stock people put in hangover cures. And as far as I could tell by looking on these, searching these publications, none of them have reviewed or tested their NMN or their Resveratrol. So again, social proof, but I'm not interested in that. Three testimonials, again, might be true, may not, we'll never know. Again, easy to ignore. Then we come down here and we've got three quality statements to talk about their natural ingredients, the methods they use for extracting the components or the compounds, and then a higher concentration means their absorption is increased. So three quality statements that I hope as we go through the review we'll get evidence of, or they're just going to be blind faith, trust, marketing gimmicks. Time will tell. So at the bottom here we've got two social media links. Again, irrelevant, not really bothered with that. Looks nice, but that's about it. We've got a contact link and we've got an about link. What is missing is they don't post their returns policy, which would definitely be something I would want to read. There are no contact details. There's no physical address and there's no phone number. Also, there's no privacy policy. So you're going to give them your email address. You may give them other contact information. They don't tell you what they're going to do with that information. I'm just wondering, is that a legal requirement in the US? I'm not sure it is in the UK or Europe. So wherever you are in the world, if that's a legal requirement, I would like to know about that. So that's it for the first part of the homepage. So let's click on the About tab and see what this company is all about. So here's their mission statement. We are obsessed with crafting the most effective formulations made with the finest naturally derived ingredients. That's a very honourable mission. Marketing fluff as far as I'm concerned, so I'm going to ignore that with no problem whatsoever. Now here's a statement that we do see quite a lot. In order to meet the highest regulatory standards, all manufacturing facilities are located in the US and are compliant with GMP regulations as stipulated by the FDA. So we know what that says, but what does it actually mean? So here's the definition of manufacturing, and it says the making of articles on a large scale using machinery. So let's dig into the making of articles. We know that made in the USA can really mean just raw materials are packaged in the USA, but could have come from somewhere else. So NMN powder could be put into capsules, labeled bottles, and then putting those bottles into cardboard boxes. That will allow manufacturer to say made in the USA. And an example was given to me by someone who understands this from America and said, when you make a model aircraft, you don't grow the wood, you don't manufacture the glue, you just put it together. So if Toniiq are actually making their NMN from scratch in the USA, I'd be interested to hear from them. If you're thinking about buying from this company, or you already do purchase from this company, you may want to ask that question. Where do you get your raw ingredients from? And when you do, I've got a sneaking suspicion that is the only answer that you're going to get. So scrolling down a bit further, again, we've got the same 3 quality statements, which as of yet, no evidence of, so still blind trust marketing. Let's see if we get the evidence as we go on. So let's look at their contact page, see how we can contact them. And then when you look at this, you can see that you can chat with them on Facebook, or you can send them a mail or send them a message on their internal messaging system. That's the only 2 ways you can contact them. They don't have an email address and they don't have a phone number. Let me know if you think that might be slightly disturbing or concerning. So all in all, so far, very professionally designed website. I can feel a high score coming on here. It certainly ticks all the boxes for aesthetic value. So will this NMN supplier be a diamond, or will it be a fugazi? Time will tell. Let's take a look at the rest of their site. So let's have a look at their products, longevity, and we'll take a look at the NMN first. So they're claiming 99.7% purity, which is very good, and it's going to cost you $45.97, and we'll work out what that is per gram later on. So again, I like the packaging. Okay, so unfortunately they're using the phrase ultra high purity, and if you watch my previous videos, you'll know that this is just a marketing gimmick. There is no standard for pure, ultra pure, mega pure. The only thing that will tell you how pure it is, and they're claiming 99.7, is a third-party certificate of assay where they've tested it independently. So let's take a look at their other claims. They claim to have the most active form of nicotinamide mononucleotide. And then you can read through this paragraph. You can pause the video if you want and read through the paragraph. It says highest quality. So by definition, the highest quality you can get should be 100%, and they're claiming 99.7. So it's not really the highest quality. They're also saying that it is ethically sourced. So I'm not sure how they're going to qualify this. Again, that to me, it just looks like marketing gimmick or marketing gumph. And then we've got here an unprecedented 99.7%. So they obviously haven't watched my video on iHealth Global, because iHealth Global claimed 99.8. That said, there were no certificates of assay, so that was an unfounded claim. We'll see what their certificate of assay says to see if this 99.7 is in fact valid. So the next one we can look at is fully stabilized. And the statement here is NMN typically needs to be kept cold in the fridge or the freezer. And we know that because David Sinclair, who the majority of us trust, has said it. But theirs is completely shelf stable and a non-refrigerated form. So it must have some kind of additive or different molecular structure that does not need it to be refrigerated. So again, we'll try and find some evidence of this as we go through the rest of the review. We've also then got the claim of a key active ingredient. So they're claiming an extra step in a manufacturing process, which costs money, but they don't say what that active step is. So like the three superiority or the three superior quality statements, if it's not qualified or there's no evidence, then it's just blind trust. If you read it, you can believe it. Well, when you show us evidence, possibly better from the third party, then I might believe it. So the next statement they've got here is setting a new standard for purity. So are they setting a new standard, or is there an existing standard that I don't know about, and not many people do, I think, and they're smashing that existing standard regard to other companies' results? Again, I don't know what the standard is. It'd be interesting to see if they give us evidence of this. And the last statement they make here is quality first and foremost. And this goes back to they're producing it in a GMP certified location, and they're claiming it's Miami, USA. I think this is Chinese NMN, which is possibly bottled and packaged in Florida and then sent out. If Toniiq are watching this and I'm getting it wrong, because you do actually make your NMN from scratch in Florida, I'd love to hear from you. And if my opinion is wrong, and that's all it is my opinion, let me know, and I will make another video explaining where I've got this wrong. So that's it for their product, NMN, and their claims. So moving on, let's take a look at the cost per gram. So it's $45.97. And if we look at the information here, the serving size is 2 capsules. There's 30 servings per bottle, so 300 milligrams per serving. So each bottle contains 30 times 150 milligram capsules, which is a total of 9,000 milligrams or 9 grams. So that works out at $5.10 a gram for 99.7% pure NMN. Well, that is very good. This is the average bracket for cost, about $5.10, between $5 and $6, or $4.50 and $5.50. So no issues with cost. This is good as long as their certificate of assay pans out. I think this is a very good company, especially considering that they have a key active ingredient in their NMN, which costs more money to do, and it's fully shelf stable, which means it does need to be refrigerated, and they're still managing to sell this at a profit for the same price as everyone else is just selling their NMN that they've sourced from China and had third party tested. So $5.10 a gram, 99.7% pure. That seems like a very good deal. Right, let's take a look at their certificates of assay. First of all, you can see here a big list of other ingredients. So this list of ingredients will make it very difficult if you wanted to send this off to a company like, say, Micro Quality Labs Inc. To check this 99.7% pure claim. It'd be very difficult to do that. And again, this is true of any company that use fillers. It would be very difficult for you to test that claim of high purity. So let's take a look at some of these others. We've got most retail brands, don't know what it is, but with Toniiq you get 99% pure. Toniiq elevated NMN. That's interesting. So now it's ultra high purity elevated NMN. That's the first time I've heard that phrase. Has anyone come across this terminology? Does anyone know what elevated NMN is? Or is this another sales gimmick? Let me know in the comments below. Another nice marketing picture. And then we've got another statement here. Black seal bottles that block light. So they're right, black does block light. But if I remember back to my physics classes in school, which was a long time ago, black is the color absorbs the most heat. So if it's in a room on a shelf in sunlight, because it's supposed to be shelf stable, then actually it's going to absorb more heat. Let me know if I've got that wrong, because my physics class with Mr. Daniels, I can't remember his name. Mr. Daniels was a long, long time ago. No refrigeration required, maintains integrity of NMN potency. Again, that's just text. There's still no evidence of that. So let's click onto this here, the purest available, enhanced bioavailability, and a lifetime guarantee. So no returns policy, but there is a lifetime guarantee. Now, is that normally NMN lasts for 2 years? So is it the lifetime of the compound? Or if you buy it today at the age of 15, you live to the age of 85, at the age of 84, can you send it back and get your money? I'm not sure exactly what that means. So let's take a look at their certificates of assay. So this is their certificate of assay, and the header for the certificate is actually Toniiq. So it doesn't seem to have a header like Summit or Micro Quality Labs. This seems to be produced by them. And if you look down at the signature, and I'll put a larger version of this signature. It's not really a signature. It's just a change in font type. Not very official. For me, not very convincing. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this certificate of assay and this approved certificate here. I'd be interested to see what you say. What you say about that. We're all used to seeing this kind of certificate. This is the one from Micro Quality Labs for donotage.org. The next one they've got is a stability certificate, accelerated stability study data, again, produced by them, it looks like. This time, however, not even the computer-generated signature, so just information on a piece of paper. And again, I'm not sure I would trust this. Let me know if you believe this is enough to earn your trust and to buy this product. So again, I think this company buy their NMN from China. But what they don't want to do is post the Chinese certificate that says 99.7%, like this one from a previous company that I've reviewed. And they don't want to spend the money to send their NMN to a company like Micro Quality Labs so they can get a Micro Quality Labs certificate of assay, because in my opinion this does not, as they say, cut the mustard. So that's it for their NMN. Let's take a look at their Resveratrol. So this time they're claiming 98% pure for $21.97. Nothing here at the moment says trans resveratrol, so it could be cis. We'll find that out later. And if you look at these images here, none of these are certificates of assay. So this time they're claiming 98% pure, but absolutely no certificates whatsoever. So this really is blind trust marketing. We've got a nice website. We've been around for 7 years, so you can trust us. I'm afraid you're going to have to do better than that if you want me to buy my Resveratrol from you. So let's take a look at these again. So this statement, which was on the previous page as well, most retail brands, and that's a very sweeping statement. Most is more than 50%, so let's say 51. They're claiming that 51% of other NMN suppliers don't supply the quality that they supply. And again, no evidence of this, just a sweeping statement. So could this possibly be scare tactics? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Then we've got here ultra high strength. 1 capsule equals 100 capsules of raw resveratrol capsules. Again, another unsubstantiated claim. Do you believe this? Let me know in the comments below. I've looked at the site and I can't find anywhere where they actually qualify this statement. So let's have a look at their cost. So it's $21.97 for 1 container. And then you've got serving sizes 2 capsules, 30 servings per bottle, 600 milligrams per serving. So each bottle contains 60 times 300 milligram capsules, which is a total of 18,000 milligrams or 18 grams. So that works out at $1.22 a gram. Bear in mind that there's no certificate of assay, so you can't be sure that it's trans resveratrol unless you get it tested yourself. It does actually say here 98% pure trans resveratrol. So they are saying that this is trans resveratrol, but no third-party certificate. And to do a comparison, Do Not Age sell their trans resveratrol with a third-party certificate. And if you use the 10% discount code for around $1.29 a gram. So you'll pay 7 cents more a gram with donotage.org, but that does come with a third-party test certificate. So let me know in the comments below if the information that they give on this page gives you confidence to buy this particular resveratrol. So that's it for NMN and resveratrol. Right, let's take a look at what Trustpilot says about Toniiq. I don't know if any of you hold any store in what Trustpilot says. Trustpilot's had one review from a guy called John, who's given them 5 stars. Excellent, 100%. They've been around for 7 years and they've had one comment, which was in August 2020. So I'm recording this in September. So they've had one review, which was last month, and they've been around for 7 years. Now he's given them 5 stars and an excellent rating, but they've only earned on Trustpilot 3.5 because they take a lot more into consideration. And if you click on this link here, this explains to you what else they take into consideration when it comes to calculating the overall score. So that's quite interesting if you want to follow that. So that's their Trustpilot score. So by way of a short summary, because we've covered quite a lot in this review, not a single one, as far as I can tell, not a single one of their claims has got evidence or has been substantiated. They say they have the most active form of NMN on the market. No evidence. All proving that it is ethically sourced, whatever ethically sourced means when it comes to NMN. Or having a believable certificate of assay. Or proving 99.7% purity. If you think back to their certificate of assay, it looked like it was a locally produced one. So for those claims, they're just all words, no evidence. They don't explain how their NMN is completely shelf stable, non-refrigerated, or what is the key ingredient they use to help that, or what the standard is, the new standard that they're setting for purity. As we know, there is no standard. You send your NMN for testing, it comes back with a score. That's the only standard. Also stating that most brands only have 50% assay. And again, no proof, just words. And there may be other companies out there that think they may be in that 50%. I don't know if there's any legal ramifications that may be associated with that kind of sweeping statement. Remember what Abraham Lincoln said, it ain't always true. Now again, I may be completely wrong. And if Toniiq reach out to me and they put me right, I will be the first to apologize, take this video down and make a new video highlighting my errors and highlighting and explaining all of their evidence. Any bets on when I will receive the call or the message? We'll wait and see. So let's summarize now officially the review and we'll give them some scores to see how they fare against other companies we reviewed. So I hope you found that interesting or informative, hopefully both. I'm now going to go through a review of the review. Should I say a summary of the review? Where we'll allocate scores and we'll also I'll make some closing comments. So first of all, the website. I thought the website was very good indeed. Nice colour scheme, well designed, easy to navigate, everything laid out nicely. My only criticism would be no returns policy and no privacy policy. So if you buy it, you're not sure if you're allowed to return it or what state it has to be returned in. But more importantly, the privacy policy. You don't know what they're going to do with your personal information, which I think is quite important. Certificates of assay. Personally, I'm not happy with a locally produced, computer generated certificate of assay. I would like to see a certificate of assay from a reputable laboratory such as Micro Quality Labs or Intertek. So for that, they're going to score 0 out of 10. I don't know if I mentioned, but for the website, 8 out of 10. So 2 points off for the privacy policy and the returns policy. For Resveratrol, or trans resveratrol, as they're marketing it as, no certificates at all, so that's an easy 0 out of 10. Cost. So the cost of NMN, $5.10 a gram, which is good. But again, I'm not happy with the computer generated certificate and the computer generated signature, so that's going to be a 0 out of 10. Cost of resveratrol, $1.22 a gram. Again, that's a good price. That would have earned them 10 out of 10, but absolutely no certificates of assay, not even a computer generated one. It's going to earn them 0 out of 10. I've spoken briefly before about all of their claims, shelf stable, special elements, etc. None of those are substantiated. So if I was going to offer a score for that, that would have been 0.2. So all in all, final score 8 out of 40, and that will earn them 1 star. I'm going to start using a star grading system as well. There seems to be a trend now where NMN suppliers are using all singing, all dancing, extremely well presented websites to sell you their NMN. Lots of them make unsubstantiated claims, lots of them with either Chinese certificates of assay, or if they're showing a certificate of assay, their price is extremely high. These websites are designed to entice you in, but if you know what you're looking for, then you'll know if it's there or not. And with regard to this website, I think we all know what we're looking for: certificates of assay, and we're also looking for a reasonable price. Reasonable price, yes. Certificates of assay, no. Again, as I've said, if I've got any of this wrong, I would welcome a call from Toniiq or an email, and I will take this video down and remake a video highlighting all the positive elements of their site and also showing openly all the evidence of their claims. I'm getting quite a few requests now for these website reviews. I'd like you to keep them coming. I'm still going to do at least one a month. So in the comments below, let me know if there's a company you would like me to review next, and I will add it to the list. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care and bye for now.